Hello and welcome to the AutomotiveFlux channel. So today we are going to be continuing on with this series. Let's see. Let's go 60s. Bringing back the old school stuff. I don't know. I just decided that we'd go 60s. Anyway, hopefully you've been enjoying the new audio quality. It's the same microphone, but there's a different stand, and I think it's improved things drastically, because now I don't have to crank things up, and it's just kind of the pure audio that's being inputted into the microphone. I don't even have to turn it up as much as I used to, and I'm finding that I don't need to cut out as much background noise either, so it's actually, it's just good overall. So hopefully once the pop filter comes, whenever it will, things will improve even further. Now, as we're driving this car, interestingly enough, this is the car that I have in Dirt Rally, which I find to be kind of funny that it's in this game as well, but it makes sense, it's a classic rally car. But I have one of these in Dirt Rally, and that's what I drive as my main vehicle currently, because I'm not very far into the game, I must say. So anyway, not much to talk about this week. It's Tuesday right now, so I guess that gives some context to things. I'm just recording this video because I have to go to work in the next hour, and I just want to kind of get this done because I don't want to be doing it tomorrow, which is Wednesday when this video will be going up, and I don't want to do it, okay, I don't want to do it, okay, what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't want to do it later on at night because I work into the evening tonight, and I think the video quality will drastically reduce even further than it currently has with this video if I decide to do it that way. I find that when I record after working, I'm just kind of defeated, like, not really feeling it, but I kind of force myself to, which isn't a good thing. Obviously my videos would be better if I'm more into them. At least that's how I think of it. Now, I must say that I have forced myself to make videos a few times on this channel, and those videos are just objectively worse than the others. Just my lack of effort and enthusiasm towards things just kind of brings it down. These videos, these dirt ones, definitely don't get a lot of views. Okay, this is gonna be close. They don't get a lot of views on this channel, and I'm really just making them for myself more than anything, as I've said before. But at the same time, I still have to yawn because I'm a human. But at the same time, it would be great to have some feedback and some viewership on these. Anyway, let's go for round 2. I'm gonna fight this guy off. Actually, I think it's a different person this time. My driver's head is tilted strangely to the side there, and I do not know why. That was actually, that last race was really close, so we actually have to do good on this one. They're starting to get better, and I need to make up for that with my driving. So I've been playing a lot of Smite recently. It's pretty much my go-to game. I haven't actually been playing much else, just Smite whenever I have a chance, and then when the internet starts to go, because I play in the morning specifically to avoid my internet, which kind of fails during the evenings. So yeah, I've basically just been playing Smite. I've kind of fallen into a rut with games a little bit, like I feel like I'm wasting my time when I play them, but at the same time I want to play games, so then I kind of default to Smite. It sucks being like that, and really, if you ever get like that in your gaming or just any sort of hobby that you may have, just take a break from it, sit back, do something else for a week, and then come back. Feeling refreshed and this kind of thing is important. That's something that I haven't done yet because it's sort of coming up. I'm going to be going on a bit of a vacation for the next couple days after this week is over, and that'll be my break, which will be nice. So I'm kind of just getting in the last minute of games for now, and then obviously recording these videos and working for the rest of the week, and then off to wherever I'll be going. So, I guess I can also talk about my subwoofer install. So I mentioned in a previous video that I had done a subwoofer installation of my car. Basically, I did the wiring kit, I put that in, and I also got a subwoofer this week, so I've got a kicker 12-inch subwoofer. I don't know which one it is. I think it's like a C12 or something. The box is behind me, but I don't want to turn around. Yeah, I haven't built a box for it yet, but that's what my current plan is. I just kind of been delaying that because my saw is not here. I'm trying to get a jigsaw to make the box, and I currently don't have one at this house, so I've got to go to the cottage, grab the jigsaw, come home, and then use it to make the box, or just make it there. So that's the current plan. Really, right now I'm just gathering materials, and I'm gonna put everything together at some point whenever I get all the stuff together. The base is like it's not that important. Obviously, I want to see the fruits of my work, the fruits of my labor, because that wiring kit installation took me basically a full day. And I want to hear it when it's finally done, but I can only do that right now without a box. And as many of you may know, subwoofers do not sound good without a box, so gotta put that together and get it working, and then tune it, and then monkey with the settings a little bit and get it to function how I want it to. I debated filming all of this process, but I just didn't. It's kind of my first time doing all of this stuff, and I don't want to make mistakes that are obvious and then have people mock me for it, or if you're following along with your installation, then making the same mistake as me as I make it because I'm not realizing that I'm making a mistake. I don't want to do instructional videos on things that I'm not sure about myself. That's basically what I'm saying. But I will possibly, if I decide to, I don't know how, but I will maybe record some kind of finished video to show you what I've done. It's really not that complicated, but it did take a lot of effort. It's really just a lot of time. The wiring is pretty simple. It's pretty important though that it gets done properly and that all the connections are good, because if they're not, then you might burn your car, because bringing a hot wire right off the battery like that is potentially deadly. So it's important to have all that stuff done right. Yeah, and I'm still not sure about my installation, to be honest. I haven't gotten to test it because it's not really done. I don't want to just carry the subwoofer around in the back of my car either. It seems kind of odd. Could damage it or have it stolen or something. Alright, so we finished this entire thing. We're not going to get gold on it though, because we do have a second place here, which is unfortunate. But time to move to the Osiris stuff here, and we'll do this rally. Let's see, open. I haven't seen open before. What do we get for the top? It's gonna be a whatever this is. What is this? A Focus? Yeah, it's a Focus. We've driven this car before, and it's the one that gives the most bonus, so we'll just stick with it. I don't even know. I guess it's kind of XP in leveling up our driver, but at the same time, I don't really care. Eventually, I'll just start picking cars that I'm actually interested in instead of just the top XP earning ones. We'll see. I'm pretty much just gonna drive Subarus if that happens, though. Alright, let's do this. So, one thing that I found to be kind of odd today was I was looking through my Steam library just at games from the past. I've got like 400, actually that's not true, I've got like 360 games on Steam, something around there. And a lot of them I haven't played, so I've kind of been searching through the games that I haven't played and the games that I haven't played for a long time to see what's changed and kind of get ones that I'm interested in into a list so that I can play them eventually. Playing them for this channel might be a thing also. I kind of need to force myself to try some of these games because I've spent money on them and I'm not using them, so it's kind of a waste. Obviously though, forcing yourself to play games just kind of negates the purpose of playing games, to be honest. But anyway, one of the games that's on that list is Next Car Game. You might recognize it from the previous channel banner, which was a really long time ago, and my current profile pic on this channel. Now that game kind of halted in development a little bit, not receiving an update for a long time, and then all of a sudden, today actually, Tuesday, June, whatever day it is, 20-something, it actually got an update, and that's, it surprised me. I did not think that was going to happen. It's a 7.4 gigabyte update, improving a lot of things, adding some changes, like a new car. No, actually, I don't think there's no new car, but they do have 2 new maps, and customization as well, visual customization. But after a little bit more digging, I noticed that the game was now being published by THQ Nordic, because THQ kind of died, but now Nordic has revived it. And that's a bit of an interesting thing, and I'm kind of mixed feelings on it. Obviously, it'd be cool to keep the game by itself, because it went through early access, or it's currently in early access. But honestly, it wasn't getting anywhere in early access, so it's good that they got a publisher. I'm happy about that. I just hope that it doesn't change the spirit of the game. I know that THQ Nordic specifically has worked on a lot of games that I'm interested in, and that I've played before and that I like, so I'm not too worried about it. One of those games, for instance, is Red Faction Guerrilla Steam Edition. When THQ went under, Nordic kind of came around, got the rights to that game, and created a Steam Edition which included all of the DLC, fixed a lot of its issues, and now it's the definitive version by like a ridiculous amount. It's the best version of the game available, and it's super cheap on the Steam sale also. But yeah, so they did a great job with that, and I hope that they continue to do things like that, like bring games back that are older from THQ that have the rights have been changed hands and they're kind of let go, unsupported basically. But anyway, I just hope that the development of the game continues and it actually finishes. I spent $35 on that game, and that's a lot for me when it comes to games. I really don't spend a lot of money on games, so I backed the vision of it, I guess you could say, and it hasn't happened in a long time, so I hope that the game gets finished soon, and I hope it comes out how it should be. If so, I hadn't even considered this, but hopefully they can finish it by the time that this series is finished, and maybe we'll do a Next Car Game career mode let's play, or playthrough, I guess. Not let's play, but playthrough, because that would be incredibly cool. I think I would enjoy that if they finally get a career mode in. Speaking of simulation games that have a career mode, there's BeamNG Drive also, which I do have. I did make a video on that, I think. Only one, but I do have a couple more ideas. I just haven't been able to implement them yet. I've also, in that thinking, along that line, I guess, I've been thinking of comparing Next Car Game to BeamNG, and I already did sort of in the BeamNG video that I made, but
you're doing great.
It's yeah, it's interesting to see the similarities and differences between the two games, and honestly, right now I like BeamNG better, but I'm hoping that Next Car Game can come out and be its own entity, something different than BeamNG, but still good, and in the same genre, without too many changes that kind of ruin the feel of the game. Like, it really is supposed to be a banger car game, and it's got collisions to prove it. Like, a lot of the collisions in the game are very dramatic, and that's sort of what you want in a game like that, but BeamNG does do collisions better, it seems. I don't know. There's got to be something with Next Car Game to differentiate it from BeamNG, I think. That's basically what I'm saying. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll see you tomorrow for some Smite, and tomorrow for you, but 2 days for me. And yeah, I don't know what else to say.